just a pain. Like, oh my god.
Yeah, it is.
It is pain.
It is.
It's a pain.
Very painful.
In the bum.
In the bum.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone.
Oh my god, what a start.
Welcome to the StreamVoid Podcast, episode 96.
Wow.
I know, it's the reverse of 69.
Oh, that's when you're back to back.
You're back to back. There's no touching. It's just
It's
consensual sleeping.
Consensual, like, just two bros sharing a bed.
Yeah, that's true.
Exactly.
That's true. I am MikeyT, and of course, across from me is KurbStomped.
Good
you can
evening.
find us everywhere under our respected monitors.
Yes, sir.
Monitors?
Monikers. Wow.
Monikers.
Off to a rip-roaring start.
Yeah, it is September the 6th, 2022, and you are listening to the StreamVoid Podcast. This is a show about life and video games and everything between. And let's talk about some of that in-between stuff when I say, how was your week?
My week in 3 days.
Week in 3 days.
Yeah, we're recording this on the Tuesday because of the long weekend here.
Yes.
MikeyT went away.
I went away to no
internet access.
No electricity even.
God, sounds like a nightmare. How was my week? I mean, I didn't do anything. Just the usual. I worked a bit and then I was not working. And, that was it. Pretty much.
Very good.
Yeah. Didn't do anything. I went for a walk and just whatever, stayed around town.
Yeah.
Didn't do anything too exciting. Kind of boring, I guess.
Yeah.
Whatever. It was nice to relax anyways.
Yes.
Try to catch up on some sleep, but that never
you
happens.
can't catch up on sleep. That's not something you can do.
Sure seems like though.
It's not a thing.
Seems like it, though.
You got to get your sleep when you get it. You can't catch up.
But I didn't get any last night. So...
Nah, well, you can't catch up.
Son of a bitch. Well. But what about yourself?
I can't remember anything that happened last week.
Wow.
All with the vacation fresh.
Too many
in the head.
drugs or
well,
what?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. We went to the cabin out at
you say that like you own a cabin.
I don't own a cabin.
Okay.
I did because I rented it for a couple nights.
Join me in my rented cabin.
Yes. It's on Bonaparte Lake.
Nice.
Which is a very medium-sized lake.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, there's no cell phone reception. There's a generator out there which powers all the cabins, but it's only on from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m.
Yep.
And then 6 a.m. to 10 a.m.
Yes.
And then there's no power other than that.
Mm-hmm.
There's one outlet in the cabin which powers the single fridge, which I don't know why is there because it's only on for 4 hours.
Yeah, that's a little weird, but
yeah.
Whatever.
So as soon as you open the fridge, it's oh, well, now it's hot in there. I don't know why I bothered putting anything in there.
Yeah, exactly. Just keep it in your cooler.
Yeah, we had a small cabin, had a nice little fireplace in it, which we actually lit the last night because it got very cold.
Oh, yeah, of course. That's pretty high up there.
Yeah, I was sharing the cabin with Ripsick and his girlfriend
nice.
One of their friends.
Nice.
We had a two-bedroom cabin.
Very good.
With no privacy doors, only privacy screens.
Perfect. That's all you need.
That is all you need.
Yep.
Yeah, we got out there, did some kayaking. The wife did some fishing. We did some 4x4ing around.
Catch any delicious sea bass?
One rainbow.
Oh, nice.
Oh, she caught 2 rainbow, actually.
Nice.
I ate one. She tossed the other one back, and I ate one of them.
Delicious.
We were hoping to get some kokanee. It's kokanee spawning season, which means there should be a lot more kokanee in there.
Well, I mean...
Not the spawning ones, because those are gross.
Well, no, but kokanee are landlocked. They don't leave. They're always there.
That's true.
So, it's always kokanee season.
It's always kokanee season. Yeah, we did a little 4x4ing around. Got cow poop all over the Jeep again, because there's a lot of cows up there.
Oh, 4x4ing in the Jeep.
Yeah.
I just pictured you on an ATV.
Oh, no ATVs.
Okay.
I actually brought up, extra jerry cans of gas, because I knew we were going to, explore.
Oh, my God. Serious business.
Oh, yeah. And they were grouse for days. So the people next to us in their cabin, they we woke up one morning, and the guy had killed the grouse, and he's like, "Oh, I got dinner."
Oh,
and
nice.
He's holding the grouse, and he's like, "I don't know what to do with this."
Yeah, you kill the bird, now you gotta eat it, dude. You gotta dress it and everything. You
Yeah.
gotta pluck it like shit. It's like a procedure now, dude.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there were grouse everywhere.
Yeah.
Those birds are dumb.
Oh, the stupidest birds, man. So stupid.
So dumb.
Yeah.
You get up right next to them, and they're like, "Hey, what's up?"
Yeah.
And then you grab them, and they're dead.
Basically.
Then you eat them.
Exactly.
We were unlucky, and we did not catch any grouse.
Oh.
But yeah, they're dumb. I found out that cows, if you drive a Jeep at a cow, they're like, whatever.
Yeah, they don't care. They're too stupid.
They just don't care. You get out of the Jeep and they run.
Yeah.
They're like, I'm out of here.
Well, they're like, they don't see you inside the Jeep. They can, they have no like ability to reason that something else is in the Jeep. They're just like, that's a big cow, big weird cow.
Yeah.
And then a little human gets out of it and it's like, these guys are weird. Let's get out of here.
Yeah.
That's on the Bonaparte Plateau up there on Bonaparte Lake. Could you see the Scodel Point from there? The big volcanic plug?
I don't know.
You would know if you could see.
I don't think so then.
It's just a giant boulder sticking out of the trees. And then by a giant boulder, I mean like a mountain with a flat top on it. So,
well, maybe then, because we actually went all the way around the lake. Yeah. On both sides.
It's huge. It's huge.
We probably would have seen it then.
So maybe, I think you would notice it. Maybe it's blocked by something.
Trees, probably.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, it's a nice little cabin area. They got a lot of cabins and a lot of chalets. They used to have a store up there and a restaurant.
Oh, wow.
Way back in the day. The caretaker, Trevor, what a legend.
Uh-huh.
Just has stories for days. Super easy going, really easy to talk to.
Old Bushman.
Yeah. And they had lifted the fire ban just like the day we went.
Nice.
So first night is just nice roaring bonfire. Everyone's down there. But the owners were up there as well, and they had a big family get together, so all the other cabins were rented out by their family.
Oh, crazy.
And then there was another group that had the chalets, which actually have running water and toilets and stuff like that. And apparently they had been going up there for like 30, 40 years.
Oh, yeah.
Every September long weekend.
Crazy.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It was pretty good.
Nice.
Work, things happened. I don't know what they were.
Okay.
It's just more of the same.
Nice.
My office guy got a better offer.
Mm-hmm.
Like the one that I was going to hire, who was going to start next week, got a better offer.
Nice.
And I'm like, well, I can't match that offer, so
see you later.
So now I'm looking for an office guy again.
It's the same story every week.
Same story every week.
Fun.
Yeah, so if you're listening to this and you want to be an office guy and do things involving computers and putting data in and doing inventory and stuff and things, just tweet at the show at StreamVoid Pod.
Can you immigrate to Canada?
Yeah. You got to immigrate to Canada.
Yep.
Oh, speaking of Canada, I'd like to say hello to our Venezuelan listeners.
Oh, wow. Hello. Welcome in.
Welcome in.
We have Venezuelan listeners?
I don't know. We might at this point.
Oh, well.
Well, you might be going through the back catalog and be like, I'm from Venezuela.
Oh, maybe.
That's me. They're talking about
So you're talking about future people?
Yeah, future people.
Okay.
Maybe.
Very weird.
I had to do it. You know?
Okay. Very weird.
I guess. You gotta greet all the new people that are out there.
What if it's a future and it's just some weird country we don't know of yet?
Oh, way in the future.
Welcome them. Welcome in our alien overlords.
Yes.
I'll welcome you with open arms.
Yep. Yeah. Other than that, cleaning the house.
Oh, yeah.
I got like this bin that is probably has like 10,000 assorted screws that I'm trying to sort out.
Why would you sort them?
Screws and nails. I hate having the bin.
Why don't you just throw the bin away?
It's got some screws in there.
Yeah, but start a new one that's sorted straight from the start.
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
Just put it up on Facebook Marketplace. Be like, assorted screws, $100. Take it or leave it.
I was thinking it might be a good stream to do. You know,
just sorting screws. ASMR screws and nails. Screw sorting.
It's like, hey guys, we're
do screws. That then. If you're gonna do it, do that.
Yeah,
may as well. Yeah, I'd be just like, fucking send this shit to the garbage can. I'll start a new screw collection.
Yeah. Oh, did I start recording? Sure didn't.
Oh, well, whatever.
Oh, that's a fail again.
That's okay.
That's I went pee and before I stood up to go pee, I was like, oh, better hit the record button. Then I came back down and didn't hit the record button.
Oh, well, no big deal.
Yeah.
We'll survive.
Yeah, cleaning, selling stuff, getting stuff sorted out. And that's been my life for the past couple of weeks.
Yep. I might do some selling here shortly.
Some what? Selling?
Selling. Get rid of some shit.
Sewing.
I'm going to do some sewing, Maybe some cross stitch.
Ah, yes, a little cross stitch.
Some crocheting, perhaps. Macrame.
Don't you have that cross stitch game?
Do I have a cross stitch game?
What's that game?
I don't know. A cross stitch game?
Yeah.
Like that you're cross stitching?
Oh, Pico Cross?
Oh, P-Cross.
P-Cross, that's it.
Yeah, that's not really cross-stitch. I mean, kind of, I guess.
You're not stitching, but you're still
it's
crossing.
I would say it's more like, it's like, sort of bit graphic art.
Yeah.
just dot art, basically.
Pixel art. Just pixeling
it
down.
Pixel art, basically.
Yeah.
Never thought of it as a cross stitch, but it would work if you wanted to use them to make a cross stitch. If you wanted like a really abstract, 8-bit graphic cross stitch, you could do it.
Excellent.
Yep.
That sounds good.
Exactly.
Yes. And video games. What did you play this week?
I started playing Until Dawn, which is like on PlayStation. It's like the game they did before they did like the Dark Pictures movies, it's like the movies. I keep saying movies. The Dark Pictures games, which are like the cinematic like story horror game.
Yep.
And Until Dawn is like, it takes place in Alberta, first of all. And it was obviously written by someone who's not Canadian. So I don't know if they're implying that it's like American teenagers are coming to this place to party at this like old like chalet that this rich family bought, or that they're like supposed to be Canadians that are rich just going to this thing in Alberta.
Yeah.
But like they say stuff and I'm like, no teenager in Canada would ever say, like they talked about, there was a part where they were talking about the president doing a stump speech. And I was like, there's no teenager in Canada would even know what a stump speech is.
Nope, not a clue.
And
I'm not a teenager.
Yeah. And they wouldn't be talking about the president.
You sure wouldn't.
So I don't know. They didn't really explain that too well. And it's also, again, where it's like these 20-year-old kids are supposed to be 16 or 18 years old. Like Hayden Panettiere is a character in it. And I'm like, she's like over 30 and she's supposed to be a teenager. I mean, she looks young still and everything, but I'm like, she's like over 30. Like, come on. But the game is interesting and it gave me a couple scares.
Oh,
it's a lot longer than the other games of that same type, like Man of Medan and everything.
Yeah.
Like those are like 4 to 5, 6 hours maybe. Well, this one is like 8 to 10 hours. So it was fun. I played it a bunch. I'm enjoying it. Gave me some scares, so it's good.
That's good.
Played some Minecraft. And I played some Warframe. On the weekend, I was just like, lazing about, and I don't know. I always just like start Warframe and be like, I don't know what I'm doing now, and then quit.
Yeah.
And this time, I knew of one thing I could do. Like they have these Kuva liches that you can kill to get a weapon. So I had one that was going on. So it's like, I'll kill this guy, and then I was like, oh, I'll do another one, and then I just kept playing, and I was like, oh, there's this expansion I never did, like this single player story mission. So I played a fair amount of that.
Nice.
It was pretty good. And I don't really think I played anything else.
Yeah.
I think that was it. I can't think of anything else. Oh. I played Grounded.
Oh.
I played Grounded with Master of None. We killed some bugs.
Nice.
Ran around. And it was good. Had a good time.
Very good.
Game's coming out of early access shortly.
Ooh,
like 20 days or something like that. It's going to be full release. So.
Nice.
That will be interesting to see.
Yes.
So.
Yes, definitely.
What about
That's
you?
awesome.
What did you play?
I played a variety of Backpack Hero rounds, and that's about it.
Backpack Hero. Still on the Backpack Hero.
It's really good. I finally got all the way down the dungeon to the final boss and beat him, and it was a little bit disappointing because I was like, oh, is that it? It just goes into endless mode? There's nothing to unlock? There's
really?
Nothing else?
Huh. Well, I mean, how much did the game cost you?
I don't know. I think it was like 10, 15, maybe 20.
Well, did you get your $20 out of it?
I definitely got my $20 because I'm still playing it.
Okay.
Because
You just were hoping for like, I don't know, expert mode or something?
I was hoping for like more unlocks of like items and stuff like that. Because when you're going through and getting items in your backpack, you're like, well, I've seen this item like 1,000 times.
Yeah.
And so there's obvious different builds you can do.
Uh-huh.
So like there is a machete build, not a machete, a cleaver build.
Uh-huh.
That's what I'm talking about, a cleaver build.
Uh-huh.
Whereas like the more cleavers you have, the more in your inventory, it does different things. Like I got this cleaver that when you use the cleaver, it uses all the cleavers in next to it, and then another cleaver where it's like, oh, if this cleaver gets used, it uses the cleaver above it. And so I'm comboing stuff like that now. And I finally figured out how mana works.
Perfect.
You just put your mana stone next to another item that uses mana, and then you can use that item.
Oh, that's pretty easy.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Like, are they going to be... How new is this game? Are they going to add...
It's fairly new.
Maybe they can add more to it and stuff.
Yeah, I hope
as
so.
They go.
I feel like I've seen, like, all of the common items and uncommon items.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I've seen a good variety of the rare items and not too many of the legendary items. And then every time you, like... So it's like 3 sections for a dungeon. And then you go into the next dungeon. And there's a boss at the end. And then you get, like, a special relic when you beat that boss. And I feel like the variety in those is not as varied as it could be.
Oh, yeah.
They seem to kind of do the same thing that, they all seem to kind of do the same thing where it's like, oh, this one, if you put it here, it gives you more damage.
Like
to this
they
weapon.
just sort of ran out of ideas, maybe?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. There's one where it's like, it gives you 500% damage to all your weapons, but every time you use a weapon, it gets -1 damage.
Oh.
Yeah, it's weird. I think they need few more items and a few more build paths. There's quite a few different builds I think you can do, but I haven't really done them yet.
Yeah.
There's like a structures build where it's just like you put bricks in your inventory and that gives you block.
Oh, you'd become a brick shithouse.
Yeah. And bricks are heavy, so they always sit at the bottom of your backpack.
Oh, yeah.
And they all have to be linked up and connected, but it's like, well, all these bricks just give me 1 block.
Huh.
So I haven't discovered maybe the rare item or the legendary item I need to make that build viable.
Yeah.
I've never seen it before, so.
Weird.
Who knows?
Interesting.
Yeah, it's actually a pretty fun game.
Yeah, it seems like it. Well,
yeah.
you seem to be taken with it, so.
Yeah, and the opening, the menu music is like very ogre battle-esque.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I'm like, every time I open it up, I'm like, oh yeah.
There we go.
Oh yeah, give me
nice.
that. Give me that N64 or SNES synth line rather.
Perfect.
Yeah, pretty good.
I like it. Pretty
good.
Did you watch anything this week or last week? Anything?
Just She-Hulk. Just She-Hulk. I actually sat down with the wife for the episode 3 and she's like, oh my god, this is so good.
Oh yeah, exactly. We'll talk about She-Hulk in a minute here.
Yeah.
I got a couple other things that I watched that I'd like to mention.
Oh yeah.
I watched the first 2 episodes of The Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power.
Oh?
Yep. And I also watched the 3 episodes of House of the Dragon, the Game of Thrones prequel. And part of this talk will just lead right into She-Hulk, but there's a lot of complaining online about stupid shit in these shows.
Just enjoy the show.
So a lot of people complaining about in Rings of Power that it's all about how like this isn't how the characters were written, or like, you know, that's not what the established lore is and stuff like that. Yeah. Especially because there's like black elves. And they're like, there's not a black elf in Middle Earth. What are you talking about? Tolkien is rolling over in his grave.
Ugh.
But
right in his grave.
It's like, okay, so they never depicted one before. Like, okay, whatever. Yeah. There's one now, so get over it. Same thing with the dwarf. The dwarf, like, princess he married like a black dwarf woman. And it's like, okay, whatever. I mean, like, maybe it never ever is mentioned in any lore of Lord of the Rings of there being a dark colored elf, but like, I seriously am like, who the fuck cares?
Yeah, exactly.
But I'm just like, I guess I'm not an idiot. I don't know. So it doesn't bother me. The other thing people are complaining about is like Galadriel is like a badass warrior woman in it, and she like kicks the shit out of like a snow troll. Yeah. And are you gonna watch these?
Yeah.
So maybe I'll pull back the spoilers a little bit then.
Yeah, I didn't know it was out, and then you mentioned it. I was like, oh, we're gonna watch an episode of that tonight for sure.
Yeah, I recommend them, but like Galadriel is like kicking the shit out of whatever.
Yeah.
And everyone's just like, Galadriel is not a warrior princess. Like, what are you talking about? It's like, okay, well, this is like glorified fan fiction. Like, seriously, like Tolkien died like 50 fucking years ago?
Yeah.
Like, they're just expanding on it. It's just like glorified fan fiction. And Galadriel is more powerful than, like, it's near the start anyways. She's more powerful than the other elves. Like, she kicks the shit out of these guys. And everyone's like, well, what about the other elves? Why don't they do anything? Well, she's the like, only elf that was actually born in the old world. And all these new elves are born in the world of men. So they're not as powerful as Galadriel. Like, come on.
She's an old worldly elf.
Yeah. And there's oh, Elrond's hair is short. And it's just like, oh, fuck, who cares that his hair is
grows.
short? Come on.
You cut it off and then it grows back. That's how hair works.
It's just crazy.
Well, for most people, that's how. For some people, that's how.
Generally, but it's like he had long hair in the Lord of the Rings movies and whatever. But this, he's got like a nice like hairdo, like it's just a short haircut. Like he's not got long hair, right?
Yeah.
So
I mean, maybe he decided to change it up.
He's lived for 1,000 fucking years. Like he can go through a few different styles. I think fashion's probably changed over time.
Probably.
But yeah, a lot of complaining about stuff like this. And it's the same thing in the House of the Dragon, like the Game of Thrones one. Same thing in that one is like, now they show the Valerians, which are like, not the Valerians, I can't remember what they're called, but they're like allied with the Targaryens, which were always depicted in the book as like blonde, white skin, whatever. But there's these other ones now, and they're black. They have white hair, and they're black or whatever. And everyone's like, that's not the lore of the Game of Thrones. What's wrong with you? And it's like, oh my God, okay. So there was the only like people with dark skin in the last one were like the people that lived in Dorne. Like, they're just complaining because, I don't know. Anyways, it's just crazy. But I would recommend watching. Did you watch Game of Thrones?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I watched, a couple episodes here and there, but it never really gripped me. Probably because it was only a couple episodes here and there, not from the start.
I really like Game of Thrones. I have not watched the last season yet. I will eventually, but I mean, a lot of people complain about it, that it's bad or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's bad or not, but like people that I respect their opinions have told me it's bad, so it's probably bad.
I think I watched the final episode. The epic last two episodes.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay.
You can't do that to that show, man. You'd just be like, what? Who's this kid? Like, what's going on here?
Well, I know who the kid is. I know who the short guy is. I know who the guy with the hand is. I know who the other people are.
You don't know how they interact, really.
Well, kind of.
Nah.
I got the gist of it.
Nah. But you don't even know, like, at the end of the show, like, I haven't seen it, but, like, the guy with the hand, he's, like, a good guy, right?
Yeah.
He's not a good guy at the start. You hate him at the start.
Oh, yeah, you do hate him at the start.
So, that's called, like, character growth. But,
Littlefinger.
No, Littlefinger was dead. That's not Littlefinger.
Littlefinger? Wasn't Littlefinger the hand?
It was Jaime Lannister.
Oh.
Yeah. Like the metal hand? That's what you're talking about?
Yeah, the hand of the throne. The right hand of the throne.
Yeah, and he had a metal hand?
Did he? I don't know.
Yeah, it's Jaime Lannister.
Maybe I'm thinking about another guy.
Okay.
I don't know.
Littlefinger was like a pimp, and he got killed. But anyways, House of the Dragon is good so far. I'm enjoying it, and it's, again, people just complaining to complain.
Yep. Complainers complain about things. That's how it works.
You could go into House of the Dragon without watching Game of Thrones and be like, okay, I'm okay with this. Like, you don't need to know it. I mean, if you've seen it, you'll be like, oh, okay. Like, wow, that's a Stark. Oh, okay. That's cool. Oh, that's a Lannister. Oh, okay. I get it. But yeah, I would recommend both anyways. And if you're a wiener boy, I don't know, maybe watch something and make your own opinion.
Yeah, watch something else if you're not enjoying the show.
Or just watch it in the first place. I swear to God, most people complaining have not watched it at all. Especially with She-Hulk.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of She-Hulk.
Yeah, She-Hulk. That's a show. It launched. We've got 3 episodes in, and now we're going to finally talk about it because we're finally finished Lupin.
Yes, we're finished Lupin, and it's She-Hulk time.
It is She-Hulk time.
I don't think we're going to go like step by step through each episode.
No. We'll just talk about some of the finer points. I like how they got Mark Ruffalo for at least 10 minutes.
Exactly.
And then just voice line the entire time.
Yeah, I mean, they had him in the studio. Well, I think he has to do... I think he is...
he doing the mocap?
I think he's doing the face cap. So,
yeah, probably.
But he can just roll in wearing his sweatpants. So he probably likes that a lot.
Probably.
But basically, we'll just go through the quick 3-episode synopsis. Jennifer Walters is Bruce's cousin, Bruce Banner.
Yep.
She's not powered at all. They're going on a little vacation. They get in an accident. His blood drips into her wound, and she becomes a She-Hulk.
Yeah.
She gets his powers.
Aliens cause an accident.
Yeah. Someone causes an accident. Yeah. Like, we don't really know who. In the comic book, she gets a transfusion from Bruce. And that's how she get her powers.
That seems less plausible
that she gets a transfusion. I mean, it's I don't know. It's in the comic book. They're like a match or something like that.
This sounds way more plausible in the show.
I think they don't really explain it too well in the show, but like it's not like Bruce's blood would give anyone Hulk powers. Yeah, it's like because she's a cousin, they have something similar, so it reacts to her and gives her the powers. Yeah. Not like he could be like making Hulks all over town, because there'd be like 1,000 Hulks already from everyone he's
for sure
punched and smashed and shit.
Well, he doesn't bleed when he's
Hulk. That's true, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and he's got some kind of inhibitor on his arm that breaks. So he's actually Bruce Banner, and not just Smart Hulk.
But it's kind of weird. Like he was already sort of Smart Hulk, so why would he be inhibited? I guess they had to do this just to make it so he would bleed.
Yeah, they definitely had to do that to make him bleed.
Yeah, so that was about the only reason, right? Because it immediately, his thing breaks immediately. Like, why didn't you make it a smidge stronger?
Yeah, or why didn't you use like vibranium
or like
something?
Put a cover on it or something? Like not have it just exposed on your arm? Anyway, it's pretty stupid.
Yeah, and this the first whole episode is just her learning to cope with her Hulk powers.
So,
and it's funny because when they're doing the scene that is in with the preview where she's like Bruce is trying to get her mad, to smash things, to turn into Hulk, and she just walks out, and he's like, "Oh, you're just you."
Yeah, you can just do what you're like better than me or whatever.
You don't have to go through all this training to tame the other guy. There's no other guy. It's just you.
Exactly. So a lot of the complaints about this episode are just the stupidest shit as usual. So the big ones I saw people complaining about online were like, there's a part where Bruce is like, well, first of all, they're training, and she's already like more agile than the Hulk. Like, no shit. Hulk's built like a brick shit house. Yeah. Like, of course she can do yoga better than the Hulk.
Yeah.
He throws a rock, she throws one farther. People were complaining like, oh, she's already stronger than Bruce. Well, did you forget like immediately after he threw a rock into fucking orbit? Like, did you forget this scene right here?
Yeah, he's not trying to like lift the entire planet and chuck it. He's just like, oh yeah, can you do this?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, oh, sure can.
Exactly. So the other thing too was people were complaining where Bruce is like, you have to get a hold of your anger. Like, listen to me. Like, you have to learn to control your anger, and this is part of being a Hulk or whatever. Yeah. And she's like going like, you know what? I'm angry every day when I walk down the street and I get catcalled and I have to deal with like men explaining stuff to me and everything like that. And a lot of people online were like, oh my God, here she is explaining anger to the Hulk. Like, oh my God, this is ridiculous. This is just like mansplaining, but for a woman. Like, oh, how, all this shit. And it's like, when you are like, okay, first of all, she's very traumatized. She's just becoming a Hulk. She's not used to this sort of thing happening to her. When you are upset with something, you're not thinking rationally. You wouldn't think like, oh yeah, Bruce knows all about anger. Like, obviously he knows about anger.
Yeah.
But she's thinking about herself in her like state of mind,
Yeah.
And as I watched the scene, I was like, oh yeah, perfect sense,
Yeah.
She's upset. She's, she talks about how she has to deal with this in her day-to-day life. But people online are, oh my God, she's telling Bruce that he doesn't know what it's like to be angry. And it's just like, oh my God, you fucking idiots. How can you miss, like, what's going on here?
Yeah, I really like the whole fanboying that the Hulk does. He's like, oh, me and Tony built this. Oh,
yeah,
me and Tony did this. Oh, me and Tony. I know Tony Stark.
Yeah. That was good stuff, too.
Spoiler alert, new.
Oh, damn.
Oh.
And the other thing people are complaining about is like when she's like, I'm leaving, Bruce. I don't want to do this training anymore. I'm going to leave. And she gets in the truck and Hulk's like goes to stop her, but she like drives over him and he falls off into a rock. Yeah. They're like, oh, they nerfed Hulk's power. He's all wimpy now. She could he stopped like these Titans and everything before. Now she just drives over him. It's like, it's his cousin. Like,
what's he gonna do? That's his only truck on the island.
What is he gonna do? Squash his cousin? Like, of course he's not using his full power. Like, you guys are so stupid. Oh my God. Man.
That's like that, and that's his only Jeep on the island, or whatever it was. Yeah. I'm not entirely sure.
But it's like, can you not even like have like just one little second of thinking through like what you're seeing?
Yeah.
It's like there's just zero critical thinking going on in the world today.
It's get mad on the internet all the time. Just find the most ridiculous stuff to get mad on the internet about and do it.
I just watched the whole episode and I was just like, yes, I liked it. I enjoyed it.
Yes.
And it's got like the fourth wall breaking where she'll talk to you as the viewer, which is the way it is in the comic book for the She-Hulk. She would do that in the comic book. And yeah, I just was like, okay, this is it. It's a sitcom. It's a She-Hulk sitcom.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it a lot.
With Marvel production quality.
Well, I mean, the one thing that I will say is the CGI is a little budgets. Like, sometimes I'm looking at it and I'm like, ooh.
I didn't really find a spot that stood out glaringly to me.
It's just like when she's walking around as She-Hulk in her suit and people are like looking past her because they're trying to look at where the She-Hulk is going to be when they blow her up and everything like that. It just kind of looks...
I think that's just people missing their mark.
Well, I know, but it's like...
Maybe they didn't have like her stand-in head.
Yeah, maybe.
Like right where it needed to be.
It's just a little... I don't know. Sometimes her face will be like a little just
a little bit.
It kind of reminds me of like in the special edition Star Wars where Han walks over Jabba the Hutt.
Yeah.
And it's just sort of like he slides up him and slides down. Sometimes it's like she looks like she's sliding around a little bit.
Hey, I don't know. I didn't notice anything like that. Nothing like glaring like
nothing crazy.
Locker scene in Ms. Marvel.
Well, I didn't even notice that.
The locker scene was terrible.
Yeah.
The lighting was awful.
I don't remember seeing that. So. But, I mean, the jokes are funny.
Yes.
The characters are interesting.
Yes.
Go ahead.
This is the first series that I've found that has after show.
Yeah, every episode has the after scene in the first episode was hilarious, where she's pretending to be drunk. She's like, I can't believe Captain America died a virgin. I can't believe that he never had sex. And Bruce is just like, he had sex. And she's like, Captain America, fuck!
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great. And then, I mean, what else was going on? Like, you know, again, fourth wall breaking, like when she's talking to Emil Blonsky about being the Abomination.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm a new man. And no, wait, Bruce is like, I feel like a new man. Like that Emil thing was in the past. That doesn't involve me. It's like I was a different man. And she's like, looks in the camera like, ha ha, like he was a different man because that was Abomination was like in the Edward Norton movie.
Yeah.
I think it was the Edward Norton one, unless it was Eric Bana. I'm not sure.
No, it was the Edward Norton.
It was Edward Norton? Yeah.
The better one.
Yeah. So.
And I like how she's like, yeah, Wong.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wong. And I'm like,
so
yes,
why is Wong everywhere? I don't understand. Like, when did he become such a meme that they're like, I mean, I enjoyed him in the show.
Oh yeah.
Like, he comes in to tell like, oh, I broke Emil out of the prison. I'm so sorry. And they're like, okay, we'll give him parole or whatever. And then they're like, Wong, you know, you've like admitted to like, you know, kidnapping a man out of prison and it's like a federal crime. He's like, I must depart. And he just makes his little, his portal and leaves.
I like his excuse for everything is just like, well, the Sorcerer Supreme.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, it was interesting anyways, seeing him. I just don't understand why he became such a meme. Like, he's got to be in every show. It's the Wongoverse, I guess, man.
The Wong cameo. He just pops in, pops out. It's like, hey, what's going on?
So the other thing that people are complaining about, can you guess what else they're complaining about? You've been away, so maybe you don't know.
Well, I don't usually listen to that rhetoric.
But can you guess what it'd be in the third episode?
In the third episode?
Yeah.
The redemption arc.
The redemption arc? Well, it's not involving Emil.
Oh, okay, then I'm not.
It's the post-credit scene.
Oh, that one was really good, but I can't remember
It's when Megan Thee Stallion and She-Hulk are twerking.
Yeah. That was funny.
People are just losing their mind about it. Like, this is what they had the Marvel animators do. Like, what is wrong with them? This is like, whatever. And all this complaining because they're twerking.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever.
Megan Thee Stallion was probably like, hey, we should do an end credit scene where I'm twerking.
Yeah. Well, it was interesting that she was in the show. I don't know how that came about, but they decided on Megan Thee Stallion. I literally have never heard a song from her.
No,
until
I didn't
this
know
episode.
She was a real person.
Yeah, until this episode, because the last song they played when they were twerking was like her. But people are complaining about like how they're just doing this stupid dance scene, but like it's kind of a like thing they do in these Marvel movies with stupid dance scenes.
Yeah, stupid dance, stupid end of credit scenes.
I remember, like, I mean, that's not the MCU, but I remember in Spider-Man 3, there's a pretty fucking stupid dancing scene. And then I also remember when Star-Lord danced to distract the guy.
I remember when Star-Lord just danced everywhere because that's what Star-Lord
does.
There's
also in one of the X-Men movies, like, isn't Baron Zemo do a little dance through the club or something like that in one of the X-Men movies?
I don't know.
I haven't seen that one, but I've seen the clip of him dancing. So.
Yeah.
Again, it's just like, I don't want to say it's misogynistic, but it's misogynistic.
Yeah, you incels just gotta settle
it's
down.
not even just that, though. It's just... I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, it's just a stupid throwaway scene at the end of the show. Like, I thought it was dumb, too. Like, whatever. But it's like, oh, my God. This is it. This is the lowest Marvel's ever been. It's like, come on, dude.
Yeah.
Give me a break.
No. I'm loving...
I'm loving it. And every episode, it ends with the credits.
Yeah.
And then it does the scene. So at the end of every episode, I get jebaited every time.
Yeah.
Because then the credits will play. And then it'll go to the next scene after the credits, and I'll be like, "Oh, it's over! God damn it! I thought there was more." Every single time, I've been like, "It's over already!" Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, well, they're not long. They're
like 30-ish minutes.
Yeah,
so they're very short, but yeah, I've loved them. Like, there's been no point when I've been like, "Okay, can we just skip ahead a little bit here?"
Yeah, yeah.
We don't need to. Oh, and the other thing is her dad, Jennifer Walters. Did you recognize him?
No.
That was Cousin Larry from Perfect Strangers. That was Balky's Cousin Larry.
Huh. I've never seen Perfect Strangers.
You've never seen Perfect Strangers? No. Oh my God. I can't believe it. Yeah, that was Mark Lynn Baker. I was like, holy shit, it's Mark Lynn Baker. I can't believe it. That was just like when it was The Boys, and I'm like, oh my God, it's Paul Reiser. I can't believe it. So,
oh man, there needs to be like a podcast drinking game where you say, "What, you've never seen X?"
Who drinks me? I'd be drunk instantly. Perfect Strangers is incredible.
Yeah.
Oh, it was. I mean, I don't know if it actually is anymore, but like Balky Bartokomous, hilarious.
Yeah.
So I've not seen him in anything since Perfect Strangers, so it was just crazy that he was all of a sudden there in this show as Jennifer Walters' dad.
Huh.
So,
yeah, I think I recognized him as her dad.
Yeah, maybe he's been in other things, but I've never noticed.
He definitely
him.
has, because I recognize him from somewhere.
But yeah, maybe you have seen Perfect Strangers.
Maybe.
Nah, you'd remember.
Probably.
You'd remember Balky. Let's do the dance of joy together. Come on. But yeah, I'm excited. New episode coming out shortly, and I'll be watching that. And what's gonna happen in this show? Like,
I don't know.
Do we even know? Like, I mean, they got Emil Blonsky out of prison.
Yeah.
So maybe he's got... I mean, what's Tim Ross only in it for 2 episodes?
I get the feeling he's going to be a bigger part in the next, like, big team up
show, like for a movie or something.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that?
I think he's going to play a bigger part in this leg of the of the.
Well, we'll see. Anyways,
the whatever.
Yeah. Phase 6 or whatever the fuck they call it.
The frig.
But yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen in this show.
Yeah, a lot of people are complaining that you're gonna need to watch all the shows, like all the series on Disney Plus. Well, there are people complaining about.
Oh that. Yeah. But you don't have to.
No, I don't think you have to. But I really like that they're throwing in tidbits like that.
Yeah,
and I'm excited to see what next movies come out where the tidbits from She-Hulk happen.
But like, if you didn't see Emil Blonsky get out of prison, would it even matter?
I don't think so.
It'd just be like, oh, there's the Abomination.
Yeah.
It's like, how's that any different than when Thanos shows up?
Yeah.
Like, is there any difference?
Yeah, I don't think there is.
Yeah.
I don't think there is. But I think with Doctor Strange 2, I think knowing what...
Well, that one with Wanda.
Yeah, with that one, I think knowing her motivation.
That one's a little different because it's like, why is she a baddie all of a sudden?
Yeah, exactly. Have you watched that one yet?
No.
You should.
But I know that. Yeah, I know I should. I know. I'm sure I would love it, but I know that she's like not a good character in the movie.
That's correct.
So,
but
you kind of need to watch WandaVision to know that,
because there's a lot of stuff happening in there. We're like,
yeah.
What? Like, if you hadn't seen WandaVision, you'd be like, what the hell is going on?
What happened in Miss Marvel that you need to know? She switched places with Captain Marvel in the last 2 seconds of the show.
Yeah,
that's the only thing you need to know about Miss Marvel, right? Like, what about Moon Knight? Literally nothing. There's nothing that's...
Moon Knight's, what?
Yeah, like that
what could you use
all there? Moon Knight is going to lead into is Moon Knight the second season, really.
And there probably won't even be will he even be part of the
MCU?
Yeah, or not, well, not the MCU, because he is part of the MCU, but more part of the, like, major storyline events.
I mean, after Star Wars, I don't think he really wants to be. Like, after being, like, was his name Poe in Star Wars? He doesn't...
Poe Dameron?
Yeah.
Oh, that was him, too.
Yeah. I don't think he's really down with the, like, sign on to do 3 movies and get fucked around thing, but I think he liked them. I mean, they're already working on the next season, so, but again, who knows what's going to happen in She-Hulk that's going to lead into a movie, because, like, She-Hulk in the comic generally literally has nothing to do with anything else. Yeah. It's just like, as it is in the show, she's a superhero lawyer in a world where superheroes are real, but also the comics are real. So she will submit an old issue of the Avengers as like
evidence
and stuff like that. And it'll be like, the one was like, this is a government document because it was approved by the Comics Code Authority or something like that. So this is official documentation from the government.
Oh man, that's funny.
Yeah. So
yeah, good.
Who knows? Yeah. So I'm liking it.
I am also.
I recommend it as you're not a wiener.
Yes, I highly recommend it. It's really good.
And if you are a wiener, you should stop wienering around.
No, 100% stop wienering around.
Yeah.
Freaking wieners.
Yep.
All right, Game Club.
No Game Club.
We didn't play it.
No.
We're going to
the long weekend.
Did we talk about this before the?
We talked about before the show.
Oh, right. Yeah. So we didn't play Game Club, but we are going to wrap the rest of the game.
Yes.
For next episode.
Yes.
So make sure that if you are playing along, that you play the rest of the game.
Wrap it up.
Because that's what we're going to do. Because it's leaving Game Pass on the 15th.
Yeah. So we wouldn't have enough time to do it. And also, like, Mikey going away for the long weekend and me lazing about kind of threw a wrench in us playing it. So it was like last night, like, do we play it tonight or do we just wait?
Yes. And then, of course, next Saturday, we're going to be delayed again because I have to go take my Jeep in for an oil change.
Oh.
And then Saturday is like the day.
I did not know that.
Yeah. 17th, we're going to be a little bit delayed as well.
Okay. Good to know.
That's not next week.
No, that is not next week.
No, that's a couple weeks from now. So
you're fucking us all up.
Yes, I am. And then I'm on holidays, so that might also screw some things up here and there.
Fair enough. We'll figure it out.
But yeah, we'll figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
And here's something that everyone needs to figure out.
Mm-hmm.
Patreon.com/StreamVoid You can get in there. You can support this podcast that you love to listen to for just $1 a month. You can get access to all of the pre-show content, the post-show content, which you don't get to listen to if you're listening to this on Spotify or on Stitcher.
True.
We got so much bonus content. It's just coming out of our ears.
Don't even know what to do with it.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
We know what we do with it. We put it on patreon.com/StreamVoid
Perfect.
You also get access to this podcast early.
Oh, that's right.
Not this one.
Except this week.
Because it's Tuesday. You're going to get it at Tuesday night, but you're still going to get access to that bonus content. And you can just listen to that. If you want to hear our dulcet tones, this week, no eating.
Oh, yeah.
There's no lip smacking.
Don't remind me. I'm hungry.
I am also hungry.
I need dinner here shortly.
But yes, patreon.com/StreamVoidPod. Get in there, throw some money at the screen. Help us out. Help us support this podcast. And help us do some cooler shows.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly.
You know?
We'll come to your house and broadcast from your toilet.
Yeah. Straight from your toilet.
ASMR turds. I'm sorry for that, everybody. I apologize.
All right, let's talk about some news.
Okay.
Some Wii U owner's son stuffed a bunch of Switch carts into the disk drive. He's like, oh, must be where the carts go. Stuffed them all in there. And you're probably looking at pictures right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, just stuffed so many carts in there.
This is classic kid maneuver right here.
Yeah, it's total classic kid maneuver.
Didn't you ever slide a peanut butter and jam sandwich in the VCR when you were a kid?
Nope. Can't say that I have.
Yeah, I didn't really either.
But I mean, we had a top loader, so.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is a classic kid maneuver. They see you put something in there and stuff happens. They don't know the difference between a CD or a Switch cart. Just keep sliding them in there, whatever.
Kids are stupid.
That's for sure.
They slide with them carts in there, hit the power button, nothing happens.
Exactly.
They can't get that out, so they got to put another one in there.
Exactly.
Try and get the other one out, nothing happens.
I mean, I don't want to say I put 2 discs in my Xbox 360 once, but
I mean,
I did.
They're sticky, right? And they stick together. You put them in there.
Well, it was like it worked, but it was like, why is it making these weird sounds? And you open it up, and it's like, oh, only the bottom one was spinning, and now the top one's all fucked up.
Yeah, that's a little bit harder to do.
Yeah, I'm not sure how that happened, really.
It must have been one was like
put it on the
static to the other one.
Yeah, and you put it in the tray. It's not like you slide it in. It's in the tray. So, I don't know, dude. Yeah, kids are dumb, man.
Oh, they sure are. They sure are dumb.
I remember the only thing similar to that when I was a kid is I would use my mom's records as Frisbees.
Oh, oh God, that hurt my soul a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. The Chilliwack record probably didn't matter if I scratched it up very much.
I think I did that too.
Yeah, of course. God. You just like, especially 45s.
Oh, yeah.
Just throw those shits around. It doesn't matter. Then you get a spanking.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, oh, okay, I won't do that again. But I mean, like, I don't know. You're a kid. You don't know any better.
No, you sure don't.
You're still learning the world.
Oh,
so.
yeah.
I never put any, not that I know of. I don't, I mean, my mom never told me I stuck a fucking piece of roast beef in a VCR or anything like that, but it's possible I did.
Yeah.
Actually, the one thing I do remember is I hid some potatoes in a drawer one time.
You don't want to finish your potatoes?
No, they were like uncooked. They were just like a whole potato.
Oh.
And I remember this was like, man, I can't believe I remember this. I would have been like 4. And I remember
around with an uncooked potato.
Well, it was downstairs in like this end table, and I put them in the drawer. And I remember one night my mom was making dinner, and she's like, I don't have any potatoes. I'm like, oh, I got potatoes downstairs. And like take her down there, and they were like sprouting. They had like the tendrils coming out of them, and she's like, what? These are no good. We can't eat these. That was the only thing I can remember of something like that.
That's funny.
Yeah. That was a long time ago.
Oh, yeah.
I guess, I don't know. Just the picture of these fucking sprouting potatoes in the drawer with the tendrils coming out of them. It's like, what the hell?
Yeah.
What was I on? Nothing. I was high on life.
High on having hands that grip things.
I mean, how did I even get the potatoes?
I don't know.
Like, was there just a bag of potatoes?
Probably crawled up on a chair while
I mean, I was walking potatoes. And everything. It was maybe 5
but you probably had to like climb
like
up on a chair, like grab one off the table, just like
yeah.
Run yourself downstairs.
How did my mom not see me take the potatoes?
Maybe she was peeling potatoes in the sink.
Yeah, maybe. But yeah, anyways, those potatoes went in the trash.
Yeah.
We didn't have potatoes that night. So, fun stuff anyways.
Yep. Next up. I don't know if you've watched any of this yet, but the League of Legends animated show.
Watch the League of Legends anime?
Arcane wins an Emmy for Outstanding Animated Program.
I hear it's really good.
It's extremely good.
It's crazy, like, that's, I don't know, dude.
Even if you're not like a League of Legends player or you don't know anything about League of Legends,
which
the show is very accessible.
What if you don't like anime?
If you don't like anime, then you're going to have a few more problems. But it's not really traditional anime. It's it's done in the League of Legends style, so it's kind of
looks like a Flash cartoon.
Yeah, kind of more like that.
That sounds even worse,
CG,
actually.
Super CG.
Excuse me.
But they do a lot of different animation styles. They go CG, they go hand drawn. They do a lot of different things in it.
Oh yeah,
which makes it just pops.
Oh, nice. Well, you seem to be enamored with it.
Oh yeah, I can't wait for season 2.
Maybe I should watch an episode just to have some idea what's going on with it.
Yeah.
But it's crazy that like Netflix will take, I don't know, like when you think they're going to make a big budget show, like there's 2 shows that came out at very similar times here. League of Legends and the new Resident Evil show.
Yeah.
And which one would you thought like is going to be better? Like,
oh, probably the League of Legends.
You
show.
think so?
Like, everything Resident Evil, I think, is going to be garbage.
Yeah, I guess at this point you're probably right. That show was absolute trash. It got canceled. They're not doing another season. But I don't know. Like, I would think like from the trailer, I thought Resident Evil was going to be incredible, but it was super bad.
Yeah,
super bad.
Yeah, this show's got crazy action, over the top animation. Like the soundtrack is killer.
Yeah,
it's really.
Does it
good.
just use like the soundtrack from the game?
No. It's, maybe Maybe they do KDA All-Stars? A little KDA All-Stars in there?
Are they all like in the show like who's going jungle?
No, this is pre that time.
Oh,
so it happens in Piltover when some of the characters are growing up.
Oh, of course.
And
what was I thinking?
Like politics and action and
okay,
the scum of the earth plus the high city where everyone's like, oh, got to keep these people out of here.
Okay,
lots of politics, lots of cool stuff going on.
We got to get that Patreon goal to get Weebus Plebus going, and then I gotta watch it.
Yeah.
So sign up for the Patreon.
Yes, I would definitely rewatch it.
Oh wow,
it's super.
I mean, I've watched some anime I enjoyed.
Yeah, this one might be one of those. You never know.
Yeah, maybe. Is it like any ones that we've watched before?
No, it's nothing like an anime. It's animated.
Okay.
But it's not like anime. It
like,
borrows elements from
nosebleeds
anime.
And stuff and that going on?
No, there's none of that. I mean, there's nosebleeds, but that's because
someone got punched in the nose, not because they're turned on. They got a rager.
Yeah, there's very little of the anime tropes that, you would normally see slotted in.
It's no Trigun, shows. You're telling me?
It's no Trigun, not even close. It's dark. Okay. It's extreme. It's like darker than I thought it was gonna be.
Like dark, like Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dark, like really dark.
Okay. I've watched Attack on Titan, not all of it, but I watched some of it. So, all right, maybe I'll check her out.
Yeah, it's really good. If anybody listening to this hasn't watched it yet, you should definitely watch it because it's.
I don't know. It's tough for me to turn on an anime when I can watch literally anything else. So,
but it's not an anime; it's an animation.
Okay, well,
like a Japanese
I say anime
anime
as just like a catch-all. Like, I wouldn't turn on like Minions either.
Yeah,
or like
Mitchell
Wallace and
Machines?
Gromit.
I'd turn that on for sure.
I guess the only thing I turned on. Oh, I forgot. Anyways, I watched all like Love Robot, whatever it's called.
Oh yeah, Love, Death and Robots.
Love, Death and Robots. I watched all of that.
Yeah.
And I mean, yeah, they're good, but like the most recent season, like they're running out of like good ones to show. There was some that were good, but a lot of them I just was like, oh, this was the show. Like,
yeah. So far, I haven't watched all the third season, but the ones that I did watch were excellent.
I mean, the animation and everything's good, but it's also like, this was the story.
It's artsy fartsy,
But yeah, and the first seasons were more like hard sci-fi horror. Like whatever, but this like third season there's like just a philosophical one. It's like just anyways.
Well, I mean the 3 robots ones are always philosophical.
Well, that's like I would call that just a comedy one, but it's not even that one. It's like there's a giant one. It's like Gulliver's Travels basically.
Oh.
And it was all philosophical.
And
it was just like I finished watching and I was like, that was it. Like it was interesting as a whatever standalone story, but it was like, I don't know. After the first 2 seasons, it's like, where's the alien or where's the like guy getting his face shoved? That's kind of what I expect here now,
So, yeah, I'm gonna have to.
But there is one that's like Attack of the Mini Dead or Tiny Dead.
Yeah,
that one's really good. But I would say watch that with subtitles.
Yeah,
because you would have no idea what they're saying. It's like literally impossible to know. So
I watch everything with subtitles, so that's okay.
Yeah, I do too. But this one, like, I was trying to listen to it, and I was like, I don't think you could ever tell what they're saying. Just the way it is. You'll know when you watch it anyways. So
for sure.
Yeah.
So. Arcane. Highly recommended. Definitely watch it.
I'll maybe check it out sometime. Probably not, but maybe.
Here's something you won't be checking out.
Domina? I don't know.
Removed from Steam after studio's anti-trans post.
It's not even just anti-trans. This guy's been going crazy with the stuff in his patch notes for a while. It's not even a post.
Why is
it's hidden in the patch notes? God, just a little sneaky deek in there.
Sneaky deek in there.
He started with like anti-vax stuff and like talking about that kind of baloney, and then the one that really got it was he decided to do this anti-trans thing where it's like, I identify my game as Domino now instead of Domina. You have to respect my change here, my pronouns. This game is now called Domino or whatever. And it's just like, oh God, buddy, you're gonna die on this hill here. Like, you're such a tit.
I know, like, why, if you're in like the public eye especially if you're like making a game and that game is, you know, your living of making money. Like, why would you say stuff like this?
I don't know. Maybe he's just going to think he's going to sell the game to like right-wingers that are going to be like, yeah, stick it to those libs. But it's just like, I don't know. People are stupid. And it seems like a lot of business owners are stupid as well.
Yeah.
Like you'll hear about like people that post like a slightly negative review on Yelp, and then the owner will come in and like rip them apart and be like, you're just a child and this is garbage and you blah, blah, blah. And it's just like, that's really professional.
Yeah, that's not how you do things.
That's really professional look. You just say, sorry about this, whatever. I hope next time we can serve you better.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's just it. But everyone, they take it as a personal attack. So, this guy's an idiot.
Definitely
Way
an idiot.
to throw your fucking thing away.
Yeah.
There was a little bit of complaining, too, about it, because it was early access, and they had all this stuff in the game, but then they removed it and added it as, like, DLC that you had to buy. And they just said, well, it was early access. Now it's like moving into the real thing. And this was always the intention.
I mean,
but now it's all
that's
gone,
a little
so
bit wienery, but
there was
early access.
Something else too. I can't remember. He jacked up the price in one place as like a FU, but I can't remember where.
Huh.
And it wasn't like with Factorio where they just did it in Russia and made it $100 for a day. It was like something else.
That's weird. That's too bad, too, because this is a game that I was interested in playing.
Oh.
Because it was a roguelike kind of Roman Colosseum kind of thing.
Yeah.
It was definitely in my wheelhouse, so it's too bad that I will never play that game.
Exactly.
Because idiots are dumb.
It's like another guy who's never had a like interaction with a real person.
Yeah, just sitting in his bedroom coding all day.
Yeah, basically. It's like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
So, I mean, whatever. You're going to die on that hill? Okay. Why don't you just, like, take your money and shut the fuck up?
Exactly.
I guess, I mean, is it just like they think they're in the right and they got to say something?
Yeah.
Like, that's got to be what it is. Like,
yeah, probably.
Like,
they had a different upbringing than we did.
Well,
that's for
it's
sure.
not even, I mean, what do you mean different upbringing though? Like, were you brought up where it was like trans people were all around you and like that was a fact of life for you? Or is that something you had to learn now as an adult?
That's
like,
something I had to learn now, but I also learned that be inclusive of other
yeah,
people.
Okay, fair enough. But even then, I mean, like, I don't know. I think back to my, like, I don't want to say it, but like my grandma said some racist ass shit when I was growing up, and I'd just be like, that's fucked up. Like, yeah. But I guess again, that's how I was raised. So yeah, I mean, maybe these guys are raised that way, but I guess, I don't know. That's gotta be what it is. They just see it as like, this is wrong and I gotta stand up for it.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that would be the same thing as if you were like, you stood up to a neo-Nazi. Like, I'm in the right. Neo-Nazi's bad. But, like, from the other side, the Nazis are like, I'm right. You're bad.
Yeah, but the rest of the world also thinks like I think.
Yeah, but I think it's I mean, not everybody thinks about the way you think about this
that's
thing
true.
either. But again, if you look back, like, to when you were growing up with gay people, like when you were young, that was not anything that I knew, like, for a gay person. I didn't know anyone that was gay. And when I was younger, I would call people gay as a slur because that's just...
Yeah, it was just the thing that you did.
And it wasn't like looked down upon.
No.
It was bad, but it was also like, I don't know any gay people. But like,
when you're young, you don't know these things are
you
bad.
know,
you don't know what they really mean.
This is true. Well, you know it's bad.
Yeah, you just know it's bad, so you use it. You don't know why it's bad.
It's just like when you're young and you don't know and you're stupid. It's like, oh, you're gay? That's gross. But it's like, as you mature, you figure out like, oh, that was a bad thing for me to do when I was younger.
Oh, yeah.
And you sort of, whatever. But like, that's kind of the way it is with the trans people now. But I mean, it's also not the same because you look at the kids nowadays and they're just like, oh yeah, trans people, fuck, sure, whatever. I don't care. It doesn't bother me.
Well, they've grown up in it.
That's
They've
true.
Grown up in an age
but like,
where it's more acceptable.
I guess that's the same thing.
Or
I guess, yeah,
not
like
more acceptable, but absolutely
would you say
acceptable.
that we were like the last generation to be like sort of in that like, ooh, gross, you're gay? Gross. I don't like gay people.
Probably.
Yeah, like that was probably the tail end of that shit.
Yeah. Stuff changed rapidly after
and it wasn't
that.
even like, it got to be like, whatever, how old was I? 14, 15, 16 when I was like, oh, that's fucked up to say that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like when you're younger, you don't know any better. But I mean, even growing up with my friends, I remember one of my friends we were talking about whatever. And this was when we were like in our 20s.
Yeah.
And we were talking about like, I don't know, schooling or leading the way, you know, you talk about like, oh, remember back in high school or whatever. And he said something about how like someone was gay or whatever. And he's like, well, why would you ever choose to be gay? And I'm like, what?
It's not a choice.
He's like, yeah, like, I don't know why you would choose to be. I'm like, you think people choose to be gay, man? Like, no one chooses that. He's like, what do you mean? I'm like, that's not a choice. Like, no one wakes up one day and be like, yes, a penis would be delightful today.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I'm looking for now. I'm like, no one chooses that. That's just the way they are.
Yeah.
And he kind of like pushed back on me a little bit, and I'm like, no, you're wrong, dude. Like, no, you're out to fucking lunch here. Like, there's no way tomorrow I would wake up and be like, yeah, I'm gonna try out that gay thing. That's for me. It's like, no, I'm not gay. I know I'm not gay.
Yeah.
And I remember he came back to me, like, you know, we've remained friends. You know, he's basically one of the only people from high school that I, you know, still am friends with. And I remember probably like, I would say 6 or 8, not like maybe 6 years ago, he just sort of was like, I remember this conversation we had about gay people. And I was like, yeah, I remember. You said like, why would you choose to be gay? And he's like, you really opened my eyes that day. And I was like, oh, good. Because like, that's something that you would not choose to. Yeah. It's not a choice.
No.
And if you think like, if that's something you think like you have to choose between straight or gay, I got bad news for you. You're gay. If it's a decision you have to make, maybe you're bi, but you're not just straight. Sorry to tell you.
Yeah.
Time for some introspection there, bud.
Yeah, it's not something that you can choose.
Yeah.
I think the people who have grown up where internet was a thing have been exposed to a lot more things. So everything just seems more normal. So like, why would you get upset at this or that? Because it's like, you know about it.
Yeah.
Like everyone's known about it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just there. It's there. It's out.
I remember the first time I saw in a movie two men kiss, and it just was like, what the fuck am I seeing right now? I could not believe what I was seeing. And now it's like, you just watch Modern Family.
Yeah.
You want to see two guys kiss? Actually, I've never watched Modern Family. I don't know if they kiss on there, but I know there's two gay guys on there.
Yeah, I think they do.
But I remember the first time I was like, what the fuck? Holy shit, what am I seeing here? Like, it was shocking. Yeah. Now it's just whatever.
Yeah, that's just normal.
And and you think, like, I know a lot of people, this is like, we've gone way off the topic here, kind of, but people are like, well, now they're, you know, just all this gay stuff is making people gay. It's like, no, it's just, now they're not afraid to be gay.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's like in the 40s and 50s and 60s, it's like, oh, you get killed if you're gay.
Yeah.
And now it's kind of the same thing with people that are trans. Like, there's been people throughout eternity that have been like, I don't feel like a man.
Yeah.
I feel like a woman. But they couldn't say that because then you get killed.
Yeah, you get killed or shamed or just like destroyed.
You lose everything.
You
lose your family, your friends, whatever.
Yeah, but now it's just normal.
Yeah.
That's just normal.
And it's just the way it's been forever. It's just now there's not I mean, it's still dangerous to be a trans person. Like, it's still dangerous.
It shouldn't
not
be
as bad.
It shouldn't
be.
It's
not as bad.
Not
I mean, anyone should be able just to do whatever. I mean, not within reason, of course, obviously.
It's one of those things where it's like, as long as you're not hurting anyone, who cares?
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
If you want to be a lady, you be a lady. If you want to be a man, you want to be a man.
I've never wanted to be a lady.
If you want to be something in between, just do that too.
I like to be a lady in a video game.
Yes.
That's about it, really. I've never thought like, oh, I wish I was a lady. It's never a thought that came into my head, really. Like, I've never thought like, hey, maybe I'll be gay. Maybe let me give that a try.
It's not a choice.
It's a cool. You know what? You double your wardrobe.
You do. You do.
So it's not too bad. If you're the same size, double your wardrobe.
You're not wrong.
Exactly.
You're not wrong about that. All right.
Very good.
All right. Next up.
Wow.
On
a lighter note.
On a lighter note. I don't have a transition for this at all.
Yeah.
But is this lighter? It is.
I think so.
It's slightly lighter.
Yeah.
Splatoon 3 cheaters. It's way later. Are reportedly getting consoles and Nintendo Switch Online bans.
I mean, cheaters suck in these games, so they should be banned.
Yes, 100%. You should.
But no, it was my brother. It wasn't me.
Oh, I can't even use my Switch now.
Yeah. I mean, how do you fuck around? You find out, man. That's how it goes.
Yeah, man.
How are you cheating in Switch though?
I don't know.
I wonder if it's lag switching or
no. There's like some sort of cheat to get into.
I guess
like
there's
this
probably
lobby thing.
Yeah, they probably have some sort of soft mod that you could do on the Switch.
Probably.
Whatever.
They said something about them getting into.
It's win-win for Nintendo though.
Oh, it totally is.
Because then they got to buy a new Switch and a copy of Splatoon.
Yeah.
It's like win-win, dude.
One particular patch that was being shared around lets you enter the testing range early. What the hell is the testing range? Yeah.
Who knows? Okay, so they're like soft modding the console to get in areas you shouldn't be able to. Okay. I mean, it's part of the end user licensing agreements. Like, you're not going to cheat in our game. If you cheat, we'll ban you.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. Like, is this news really? Like, this has been happening since online gaming.
Yep.
Like, people were getting banned on Xbox 360, and then they just sell that Xbox 360 some unknowing sap that would get a used Xbox and be like, I can't go online. Why can't I go online? It's like, oh, that Xbox is banned. Shouldn't have bought a used Xbox, buddy. So, imagine cheating at a kid's game.
Right?
I don't know. Is Splatoon a kid's game? I've never played it. It's probably pretty serious, I would think.
I would imagine. Gets a little bit heated with its shooting of goo at people.
Yeah. It's supposed to be a fun game, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. It's just not like something I'm like, yeah, I gotta play some Splatoon.
Yeah,
right now.
It's not for me. It's not for me.
But what if they're cheating on Apex?
Well, it's still bad.
Yeah.
Apex is for me.
Yeah, that's for sure.
It's not for me.
How about Apex on the Switch? Or the Steam Deck?
Well, it'd probably be a lot easier to cheat on the Steam Deck since it's Linux.
Yeah, maybe. But I mean, could you play it on your Steam Deck? Like, would you personally?
Would I play Apex Legends on my Steam Deck?
Yeah.
Hell no.
No, I didn't think so. What if you can toggle on auto aim?
No. I mean, I would have aim assist because I was on controller.
That's what I meant. Sorry, aim assist. Is it considered a controller?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's like having a controller hooked up.
Interesting. Huh. You need to like have that somehow with a wired mouse attached to it.
I mean, I could.
And then it'll have like aim assist with the mouse. Could you imagine?
I don't know if it works like that because you can just.
I'm sure.
Hook up a thing and do the
I
thing.
guarantee you that it's somehow working for these guys.
I don't like aim assist with a mouse.
Yeah, but
it just wouldn't work properly. Like you'd be like fighting it the entire time.
Well, I mean, I guess it depends where it's trying to aim assist too.
Yeah, I guess.
If it's snapping to a head easier, it'd be all right.
If it's snapping to a head, you're just.
But cheating. I guarantee you, there's somehow they're using aim assist with this mouse.
I wouldn't like aim assist with a mouse. Like, it would be tough to get used to because you got to put it in the general direction, right? And then the aim assist takes over. But it's a small little zone.
Yeah, but would that be worse than not having the aim assist?
I think so.
Okay.
I don't like it. Not
I don't know how it would work, so I don't know. I don't know.
Me neither.
My Switch is not banned, so I'm okay.
Yeah, you're good.
I never played a Splatoon, and I never will, I don't think.
Me neither. But speaking of something I would use.
Okay.
Sony.
You liar. Don't lie to me.
Integrating Discord voice chat.
You would not use this.
In the quote-unquote coming months.
You don't have a fucking PlayStation.
Sure I do. PlayStation 4.
Nah, it's not going to get added to the PlayStation 4. Come on, dude. So. It'll be added to the PlayStation 5.
They say it's voice chat. They didn't say anything about like the actual Discord, full Discord experience. So we're not entirely sure. And this site Xbooter?
Yeah,
what is this site?
Xbooter. I saw this on other sites, so.
Oh, okay. This is the first site I've seen it. I was
Xbooter. Yeah, they're gonna add it so you can join a Discord call.
Yeah.
With people on PC or whatever,
which is super handy.
It's good, but it's not gonna get added to PlayStation 4. Come on.
It might.
No, come on. This is Sony we're talking about, man. Come on.
You never know. They might do something cool for once.
No. The PlayStation 4 is done for. It's PlayStation 5. They're not doing anything with the PlayStation 4. Yeah, this would be cool. It would make a lot of things a lot easier.
Oh, yeah.
Like, way easier.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, like they already have crossplay. Why can't they just sync up their own chats to be cross? I mean, I guess you can. If you're in open chat in Fortnite, you probably will hear someone. If you're friends, I think maybe they already are. I don't know. I guess it'd be good for people that aren't in the same game.
Yeah.
I don't know how it works, though. I've never tried to... Wait, the only one I've done is... I guess I've played console, Xbox to PC with voice chat.
Yeah.
That works.
We've done that, for sure.
But I've never tried, like, PlayStation to Xbox, like, a chat. That probably wouldn't work. Because there's no friend list.
Well, it works
It's only in-game friend list.
Yeah, it works in the in-game chat.
Yeah.
But
not in the dashboard chat or whatever. No. But I wonder, like, if you're playing Fall Guys, can you bring up the Epic friend list and get into a chat with someone on a different console that way? I've never tried because it's just I'll use Discord.
I highly doubt it.
I mean, the Epic friends list is on Xbox and PlayStation.
Is it?
Yeah. Because when you go into Fall Guys, you press the start button and it brings up the Epic friends list like you have on your computer. It brings that up. So maybe you can do a chat that way. I don't know. I've never tried it because I use Discord.
Exactly.
So I've never had to try it.
No,
so.
Me neither.
Yeah. I mean, finally, Sony like owns part of Discord.
Yeah.
So like, why the fuck not?
With it.
Why the fuck not?
Yeah, exactly.
It's crazy. It's crazy taking so long.
Speaking of crazy, Halo Infinite won't get split screen co-op.
Yes. This is so crazy.
But some people have worked out how to do it.
Yeah. There's like a glitch to be able to split screen co-op. Like split screen co-op isn't even out yet, like for regular, like in-game.
That's weird.
You can do... Yeah. Somehow you can glitch into it already. And they're saying they're not going to do split screen co-op, but people have already done it. Same way they did it with split screen PvP.
Yeah.
Where they would like invite you to a game and then you sign out and then you sign in on the Xbox and then blah, blah, blah. And then you're in the game together. So they have it working already. But like, oh my God, split screen co-op is like integral to Halo.
Yeah. It's a staple. You can't have a Halo game without split screen co-op.
I don't understand. Like, I guess at this point, they just must be like, we've done Halo Infinite. We've made the money we're going to make out of it. Like, we don't need to work on it anymore, which is crazy to think, like, how much shit they've done with the Master Chief Collection.
Yeah.
And how much work they've put into that. And ain't nobody buying that fucking game. Like, give me a break. They're still updating that one. Like, what was the recent story we read about those? They were going to add the Halo 2 E3 demo to it.
Yeah.
As a playable thing. It's like, what is going on over there?
Yeah, Infinite, they kind of, like, the player counts on the Steam charts are low.
Oh, yeah,
like,
big time.
Extremely low.
It's crazy how high Halo was. Like, literally, like, the #1 shooter, basically.
Yeah.
Like, I guess, including PC, I mean, what else would have been in that era? Like...
Just, like, Counter-Strike.
Yeah, I guess so. But like
PC and like Doom.
Yeah. But like as a console shooter, it was like the pinnacle.
Yeah.
Until Call of Duty, basically. Yeah. But how far it's fallen. Like I remember like Halo 1, 2, and 3, I'm outside the EB Games at midnight.
Yeah.
To get my copy of Halo 3. And I haven't even played Halo 4 or 5 or Infinite.
I don't think it didn't keep up with the times, no. I guess. Like the controls, the shooting, the combat,
floatiness.
It just didn't age well, I guess. And people aren't into that style anymore.
I guess so, but I mean, yeah.
Everything's more grounded in a more like realistic quote unquote
So
shooter.
do you think if Halo went more like realistic sci-fi with, I don't know, less floatier jumps, it would be.
Yeah, maybe. But then, you're the hardcore Halo.
Yeah, but at this point, you can't make a game for the hardcore Halo fans.
No, you sure can't.
Because there's only 3 of them.
Yeah, and the rest of them are married with kids and don't have time to play Halo.
I don't have kids, but I still don't have time to play Halo. But, yeah, it's crazy how far it's fallen.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I don't know.
Sure.
I don't know. Maybe they'll go back on it and after this feedback of negativity, maybe they'll be like, oh, okay, we'll make it split screen. Sorry, we said we weren't going to do it because it's been crazy. Yeah. But also it's been kind of 343. That's just what they do. They fuck shit up. No surprises here.
Yeah.
Halo Infinite has been just a fuck up since day one, basically.
Yeah.
The first E3 showing, then they were we're going to let it bake for another year. And then even at the end of another year, it's it's kind of not ready still, but I guess we're going to launch it. They should have just taken another year.
Yeah.
But I guess they wanted to push it out to try to make some money.
Yep. You got to make money. Can't make money without a game out there.
Does Microsoft need to make more money? Aren't they the most valuable company in the world? Do they need to make more money?
Everyone needs to make more money.
Could they not just take a little bit more of a loss?
Probably.
Wouldn't you think the IP was worth more to them not fucked up?
Yes. 100%.
It's all 100%. Fucked up now. No one cares about Halo.
Nope.
You don't hear any kids let's play Halo.
No kids let's play Halo. Only adults say,
the only time they're playing with the Master Chief is his skin in Fortnite.
Yeah, that's not, you're not wrong.
They're making him floss and shit. Yeah. So crazy.
Well, that's going to be the end of Halo, and that's going to be the end of this podcast.
Oh, sad.
Yes. Thank you, everyone, for listening in today. If you liked what you heard, make sure you rate us. Leave us a rating. Give us a thumbs up.
Yes, do that.
Star. If you're watching this on YouTube,
10 stars, 100 stars.
Please leave a comment.
Yeah, that too.
Share us with a friend.
That as well. Mostly that.
Maybe share us with 10 friends.
That's like a fucking MLM now, man.
Yes. Everyone shares it with 10 friends who share it with 10 friends.
It's a pyramid scheme.
Yes.
I like it.
Yes.
I'll give you $1. No, I won't do that.
Yes, do it. Give us $1.
It's
Patreon.com/StreamVoid Pod. You can get in there. Support the podcast. I already said it already, but just do it.
Just do it. What's your problem?
What is your problem? There's so much bonus content. This podcast this week is going to be a little bit short.
Yes.
But there's still an hour of bonus content that you could be consuming if you did not get enough.
Exactly. Never get enough.
Can't get enough.
Yep.
All right. We will see you guys again in 1 week's time.
Less than 1 week's time.
Yes.
Bye-bye.